What would you say, like for a younger player, maybe like the first off speed pitch they should learn, as a younger player? I mean, all these kids, they want to, as you start progressing into pitching, you want that secondary pitch. You want to get those strikeouts. What would you recommend? You have a young son, so you're in the middle of this probably right now. What would be his first off speed pitch that you're going to teach him?
I might not be the best guy to ask this question because I pretty much through my senior year at Auburn University, I threw 97% fastballs.
Really?
One pitch in Division I baseball. The only reason I started throwing a slider was because the scout said, "Hey, I really like you. I want to draft you, but you only throw one pitch." He's like, "Can you throw a slider?" I was like, "Yeah, I can throw a slider." He's like, "Why don't you throw it?" I said, "They can't hit my fastball." And he was like, "Oh, that's a good point." So the last 2 weeks of the season, I started throwing a slider.
The last 2 weeks of the season?
Yeah. And the guy that told me that was the Padres scout. He ended up drafting me. And I ended up having the number one slider ranked in the Padres organization 2 years in, and the number one fastball in the Padres organization.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not a great guy to ask that question to. I never had a great changeup. I would say when you asked that question, my first thing was to say changeup, but that didn't happen for me. That's not the route I went. I probably can't teach my son a great changeup. Hopefully, I know how to hold it and grip it and throw it and explain it, but I never had a great one.
So would you recommend? Would you recommend even to your son? Would it be no off speed pitch? Would it be just stay with the fastball like you did? I mean, obviously that was successful for you.
Here's the thing with kids: the funnest thing about pitching is trying to throw a crazy pitch, whether it's a curveball, a forkball, or some invented pitch that they just made up. Like, oh, look at this one. I'm going to throw the spider backspin hit. That's the funnest thing about pitching as a kid, right? So I'm not going to tell him, no, he can't throw those pitches. I'm just going to try to limit them as best as I can as he's getting older. I think it's good for coaches to teach correctly how to throw those off-speed pitches to young guys and let them play with it and try to learn, and maybe they develop a good pitch. But where the problem comes in my opinion, with young players, if let's say they get a good curveball, like a kid, like 10-year-old gets a nasty curveball, the problem is he's going to start using it more. And not only is that bad, but he's going to be used more, because he's doing good, which is not a bad thing for him, but pitch counts go up, innings go up. And I think a lot of like even out by us, there's a lot of kids that are playing rec ball and travel ball and taking lessons. And I think they're not managing their arms as well as they should. And that's when you get a kid that's good, you want it's natural to like, let's use this kid.
Absolutely.
But, it could come back to her.
If you enjoyed that clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the full podcast, click right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this content valuable.